brother Champa, I think, right? Champa. He's in the decent category. I wouldn't say he's more of like a side. Well, I say that to everybody. I say that about everybody in Dragon Ball. But in this one, he's only there to make Beerus mad and to make them have like a match, because Beerus doesn't really care for his brother, even though he does, because he actually uses a wish to make him have his own like Earth, so he can have that food, because he's like Beerus. But I don't understand, because Beerus loves food, so why isn't Beerus as big as his brother? I don't know, because he's pretty tubby. So yeah, he's basically just there to get Beerus mad, to make them have like a fight or something like that. This looks like GT Chichi. GT Chichi. Bad. Because you really don't get to see her that much, and whenever you do, she whines and complains. Oh, Goku's a small kid again. Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, man. You know, she's like a big whiner in that, and you really get to see her. So she's not a big part of GT at all. Small part. I would say bad. I wouldn't say she's trash. And because you need to have Chichi there no matter what. Because otherwise, you know. I wouldn't say she's trash, but she's lower than Bulma is in GT. This looks like Dragon Ball Z Chichi. Dragon Ball Z Chichi was average. Oh, decent, I mean. Oh, she average. Decent, because actually, yeah, she is decent. Sure, she gets mad at Gohan and even Goten later on for transforming Super Saiyan. But you know, she's just trying to be a good mom, and she's teaching them how to, you know, teaching Gohan, you know, to be smarter. You know, not, you know, I know a lot of people don't like that, because what's it called again? I think that might be Dragon Ball Z Chichi, right? Or is that Dragon Ball Super Chichi? If it's Dragon Ball Super Chichi, I had to put her in decent. I know, average, because Dragon Ball Super Chichi is, it's just there to complain about everything again, like Goku and we're not, because Goku in the beginning of the show plants radishes, like get it, radishes, and she needs the money, so she keeps on pulling Goku to fight for money, and or you know, to work for money. It always has to be money with her in Dragon Ball Super, and I don't really care for that. So I'd say probably average, don't care kind of category kind of situation. She's more than GT. She does more than GT. She's there more in GT. But Dragon Ball Z, Chichi is better. She's a better person. She's a better mom. Sure, she does. She yells and she complains a lot, but she's just trying to help Gohan become a better person. And she's more lax with Goten, and you gotta give her props for being a good person to be with Goku, because I don't think most women would put up with Goku's shit. As for Dragon Ball Chichi, she's there in one arc. I should say not bad, because Goku needs to actually meet her. So average, don't care kind of like category. She's just there for one arc, because Goku needs to put out a fire, and for the Ox King, not for the Ox King, but for the Dragon Ball, Fire Mountain. And Chi-Chi's there, and then they talk, and she's like, well, I want to get married. You want to get married? And Goku was yes, but he thought it was food. He kicks her in the puss. And he's like, oh yeah, you are a girl, female. And she's like, yeah, duh. And that's basically it. And then, I mean, I think they meet another time after that, and then he leaves again. I mean, at the end of Dragon Ball, she's older. They end up getting married, and I mean, she's okay. She's an average character. She's in the same category as GT, Chichi. As for Chaotsu, I would say probably bad. Chaotsu doesn't get any development whatsoever. Oh, is that Dragon Ball Super? That's trash. Cause I don't get to see him at all in Dragon Ball Super, really. You see him a few times in Dragon Ball Super. He's trash in Dragon Ball Super. I'm literally have nothing to say about him in Dragon Ball Super because I barely fucking seen him. Is this Dragon Ball? Is this Dragon Ball? What is his name again? That's how Chaotsu. Is this Dragon Ball Chaotsu? I would say probably in bad tier. He's not trash because he actually has a little bit of development in this one, but but he's more like a baby in this one too. He tries to fudge everything up in the tournament. One of the tournaments, I can't remember which one it was. It was the one where Tien was a bad guy and Chaotsu was a bad guy. They weren't bad per se. They were like They didn't know what was right or wrong because they were still young. But yeah, I would say he's more like a. He was like this there again, like usual. This one, it's also bad because he dies and then Tien and he died for nothing because he strapped himself to the back of what the hell's his name? Vegeta's friend. I can't remember his fucking name. He straps himself to the back of him and then ends up blowing up for nothing. And you barely get to see him after that. Chaotsu is just not a. He's just there as Tien's butt buddy, basically his friend, his pal. Chilled, trash. Chilled is supposed to be the great grandfather or the grandfather of Frieza. I can't remember which one. And yeah, he's just trash. It just doesn't fit. And it was a shit movie anyway. The Bardock. I can't remember what the name of. That's how trash it was. I only seen it like a couple times throughout my life. It was a trash movie, and he was a trash villain. So that's all I have to say about that one. Cooler. The second transformation. It was badass. I would say the design was badass. I would say probably. I wouldn't say bad. I would say average. He was in the average tier. He was an average villain. He was just trying to. I don't know if there's another. Is there another one? Probably not, because I think they all fit into each other. If not, then I had to bunch both of them up. Cooler, because there's two different coolers. There's regular form cooler, and then there's meta cooler. It doesn't look like they have either one of them. So this one, I had to cover everything. So he basically trying to get revenge for his brother's death, which is obviously Frieza. But he fails because Goku transforms to Super Saiyan, beats him, blah blah blah. Good soundtrack for the movie. That's why I'm not putting it lower. Other than that, he was another villain that he can just. You really don't need, but it was cool to see him. This guy, trash. Because I don't really, I know what this guy is, but because his face is fucking blocked, he's just part of the Saiyan saga, and he's another throwaway villain. Shit, what was his name? Fuck. Frieza Ark characters. Bad guys, Frieza Ark characters. Bad guys, Frieza Ark characters. Oh, Dodoria, isn't it? I think this is the Doria, right? The Doria? Yeah, Dodoria. So, Dodoria was one of Frieza's right-hand man. He was pretty... He was strong. Way stronger than majority of the people that are on the planet. He helped Frieza get majority of the Dragon Balls. He was fighting... I don't think that he beat Vegeta, did he? I can't remember, but I would say he played a big role in the movie. So I'd probably put him in decent. He wasn't... Actually, maybe average, because he was still a side character. Well, like I always say it to everybody. So I would say maybe Dodoria was more... he did play in the Bardock movie too. But I mean, he was just there just for like to make people look like they're like weak. This guy right here, I can't remember what exactly he was in. I think he was in a Lord Slug movie. I would say he's probably trash. He didn't really do much in that movie. I think he was in Lord Slug. I can't remember. Dr. Giroux. Same category as Cell. If it wasn't for him, the majority of the Cell or the Android Saga wouldn't have happened, obviously, because he's the creator. He was a part of Red Ribbon Army, which is Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball. But you really didn't get to see him because they made him just for that Dragon Ball Z. Because I don't think he was made up first, but obviously he's not made up because he's from Akira Toriyama, the actual creator. But they made him just for that series, basically. As saying like he was the guy that created all of the androids, including 8. Yeah, he was good, but he ended up dying real fast because he was a weak guy. It's kind of like he was almost like Android 19. Was it Android 19? Yeah, Android 19 down here, but I think he deserves more because he's the one that kicked off the Android saga. I don't remember this guy. I'd say probably trash. Oh, maybe this one, because in my defense, I don't know him that well, so to me, I think he'd probably be put in the bad category. Dyspo, he was the fast character in his in the Pride Troopers. I would say probably average. He did kick some ass. He did end up throwing a couple people out, but all in all, I think Vegeta knocked him out. I think don't quote me on that. I can't remember a lot of Super, but I know he was a big part of the Pride Troopers. So yeah, Fascia, I think that's this woman right here. Don't really get to see the face, which is fucking stupid. She deserves to be in the bad. Even though she does have a little bit of a part in the Bardock movie, but she's way to the side to the point where you barely get to see her whatsoever, and she ends up dying, I think, at the hands of Doria and Zarbon. I think I gotta brush up on my movies again. But I think for the longest time, people thought that was for Goku's mom, because she was with what the hell is his name? Bardock in the movie. The next one is Last Form Frieza. Average, because he gets beaten fast, because even with full powered Frieza, he still wasn't enough for Goku. Goku still beat him and then chopped him in half, and then Goku still gave him some of his power, but Frieza still didn't want to go away, so Goku was like, you fool, and he threw him. So yeah, it's like, I would say average, don't care kind of a category, because it's still Frieza, but it was the weakest. Even though it was the strongest, it still didn't stand a chance against Goku and Super Saiyan. Frost, I think it is. Yeah, Frost. Frost is a average character. I wouldn't put him in these kinds of like with the foxes, because he was more. At first, he was like another Frieza, but a nice Frieza, and he was more likable to all the Saiyans on the Universe 6. But then after a while, he came out and says that he was bad. He was really a bad guy, like Frieza, and then Frieza and him, and like in the Universe Survival arc, ended up like teaming up, and yeah, it was okay. It was an average person. This looks like Future Gohan. Future Gohan, I would put in the great arc. Great area, mainly because he survived for so long and helped future Trunks train, and he was, even with one arm, he still could defend himself, and future Trunks. So yeah, I would put him in the great tier, because this is, what if Gohan didn't study, he just trained like Goku, that kind of thing. And I'm not saying that it was stupid, because he wasn't, but I always liked future Gohan more than I liked regular Gohan. That's just me. Future Mai from Dragon Ball Super, I put her in the average tier, because she helps the Resistance and the future timeline, but then she gets knocked out for a while. You think that she's dead, but she really isn't. And I mean, she was, like I said, average is okay for her, I think. Super Trunks, I put it in the decent tier. He has new Super Saiyan form called Rage, Super Saiyan Rage. His eyes turn white. You feel bad for him, because his mom ended up dying, which is future Bulma. But yeah, I would say decent tier. I mean, he's not as good as the original Future Trunks, but he's still up there. Now the original Future Trunks, I would say great. Because if you really think about it, it's like, if it wasn't for him, the same exact events would have played out from his time. Sure, a lot of stuff didn't happen exactly like he predicted it, but a lot of things did happen still. But I'd say Future Trunks is like, he helped a lot in the beginning of the Dragon Ball Z, and then towards the, well, you know what I mean, the Android Saga, and towards the end of Cell Saga, he was kind of like the side character again. He was more like the main person with Vegeta training in the hyperbolic time chamber, or the room of spirited time. But I mean, I like the way he looked. I like that he is like from the future. So yeah, it's my favorite Trunks. This guy, I would say he's probably not bad. Yeah, I would say he's probably bad. It's General Blue, I think, from the Ribbon Army arc. I mean, he was the first gay person character in Dragon Ball. I think Bulma tried to hit on him one time, and he's like, ew, like he was stereotypically gay. That's not, shouldn't be like that. That's also why I'm putting him in the bad tier. Plus, he got beaten like really easy by Top Pai. So yeah, this guy right here is Gildo, I think. No, not Gildo. Fuck, I can't remember his name. He's in GT. He gave Goku a good running for his money. I would say probably average tier. I can't remember his name though. He's in GT. He's one of the guys that were like a bad guy, obviously, and he had 2 forms, I think. But there's really nothing really to say about it because it was a small arc. I just can't remember his fucking name. Oh, Goku's mom. What's her name again? I should know. Gine. Yeah, Gine. I think, right? Goku's mom is Gine. Goku's mom. Yeah, Gine. I was right. So Gine, I would say probably where did I put that that not Reddit that Bardock. I'll put her in the same category. She's obviously Goku's mom, and everybody's waiting for her for a long time to actually be canon, and she finally was, but she was just there to wish Goku good luck, and she cried and stuff like that, and that's the first time you see, not the first time, because Fascia was the first time you see, but the first time you see a female, not the first time, is it? No, she was, but the first time you get to see Goku's mom, I should say. So I can't put her in the bad or negative or decent category because she just played a small role in the beginning of Dragon Ball Super Broly. That's Captain Ginyu. He had that switching technique where he switched with Goku and couldn't control Goku, and then he turned into a frog. I would say probably he was the Captain Ginyu. He was the leader of the Ginyu Force. Where did I put the other guys? I mean, I can't put him any lower than him because he was stronger, I think, Dodoria. Or is he stronger? I would say probably in the average tier. Where did I put the other ones? I don't. Oh, okay, I put him in there. Okay, I'd say he's probably better than Birder. Because he's more charismatic, and he actually did steal Goku's body. If he knew what to do with it, then he probably could have done some damage. This is my favorite fusion. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Gogeta is my favorite fusion, period. But Super Saiyan 4, even though it was only a short time, I had to put him in God tier. Because if he wasn't for them screwing around, they would have did a Big Bang Kamehameha and and it would have killed Omega Shenron. So I would say I'll put him in the God tier. Because even though it was a very short time that he was around, but he still made an impact because he's fucking cool looking. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. He was in the arc where Zamasu arc, wasn't he? He wasn't in the Zamasu. He was in the Super Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. He beat the shit out of Broly, and he was about to kill him or something, and then the girl that I can't remember her fucking name either, she ended up saying no, and she tried to save him, but Broly, of course, is not dead. And so I had to put him in the great tier because he did fucking awesome fighting Broly. I put him in the great tier. Gogeta Regular. That was in the Janumba movie. The Janumba movie was actually really good. He had to fight this guy that was like a wizard, and that could, first he was a big fat like thing. I don't think Janumba's in here. Maybe he is. If Tapion is. If I can't find him, it's alright. But he was in Ark. It was in a movie. I would say he had a really cool move. I probably put him in the same category as Great, because that was a good movie. Dragon Ball GT Gohan. Shit. It was I would say it's bad. It's not trash, but it was bad. They didn't really do anything. He fought because he got taken over by Baby. But other than that, nah. It was just bad. It was Dragon Ball Z, or was that Super? I don't think there's another Gohan in here. Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense. Well, you should have Kid Gohan, but they don't. And they should have Teen Gohan, which they don't. And they should have... They don't have a lot of guys on here. That's fucking stupid. Alright, I guess I can just talk about Gohan and at all. You know, the whole entire thing. So Gohan would have to be in the Great tier. Because Gohan, ever since he was a little kid, he has like this power that's needed to be unlocked, and he had a potential. That's how Piccolo knew that. So Piccolo took him because he needed to, because they needed to fight the Saiyans. And he thought that Gohan would be a big ally in the fight, and he's right. Yeah, Gohan did some damage. Gohan also did some damage in the Namek Arc. He got his power unlocked there too. And then Dragon Ball Z, he got his power unlocked again. Oh, you know what I mean. Dragon Ball Z, Buu Arc, Majin Buu Arc, he got his power unlocked again. At Cell Arc, of course, he transformed to Super Saiyan 2 for the first time. Nobody ever seen that. You've seen Grade 2, Grade 3, but not Super Saiyan 2. So I would say he's in the Great tier. I wouldn't say he's God, because if they did better with his character, I would say God. It's funny because I put Bulma there, but Bulma has more of a character than Gohan. Even though she doesn't, I would say he has more of a character than she does. But she's more of she's more there because if they need the Dragon Ball radar or they need somebody smart, and plus Bulma is more. Everybody knows Bulma. Everybody loves Bulma, and she's really good looking. So, as for Gohan, I think a lot of people put him in God tier, yes. But for right now, with me, he's in Great tier. Nothing against him. That's a really good tier for me. I think that he belongs in for now. Merge Zamasu, Goku Black. He was a good villain. But I think they do have him. I think he's probably in the Great tier as for a villain in Super. He is Super Saiyan Rose, which is really cool. I never seen that. Nobody's ever seen that. He stole Goku's body way back at the beginning of Super, in a different timeline, of course, and then he went to Future Trunks' timeline and started destroying everything and started wrecking everything, and he was the main villain for a while, and it was Zamasu, Merge Zamasu, another two Zamasus fused into one to make not fused into one. Oh, the fuck! One of the Zamasus ended up going into Goku and destroying the family, killing the family. But yeah, he was a good villain. He's in the Great tier. He becomes deformed after a while because a human mortal body is not supposed to be with a god. It's a bunch of shit. So he becomes ugly. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku. Yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. God tier, because I love that transformation. It's like my favorite transformation. Super Saiyan 4. Other than Super Saiyan 2, I think Super Saiyan 2 is awesome too. But Super Saiyan 4 is my favorite. And when Goku used it so much, he used it a lot, and because I didn't really care for the kid form in GT, I liked him in Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball GT. There's a difference. They shouldn't have brought him back. But Super Saiyan 4 was like the best in GT, I think. It's, not including the villains, of course, like Baby. Where did I put Baby? Did I put Baby in the bad category? No. What the fuck did I put Baby? I can't remember. Oh, I put Baby here. Oh, okay. Later on, there's still another Baby. So, okay. Is this Dragon Ball Super Goku? I think so. Dragon Ball Super Goku is probably in the God tier also. It's like Super Saiyan Blue Goku, because he's as strong as, actually stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which it's Super Saiyan Blue Goku is like it's really strong, but not as strong obviously as Ultra Instinct, and but he's the strongest form, other than Vegeta's Super Saiyan Blue. His bluish, I can't remember the fucking name of it, but Vegeta reaches a certain point where he actually becomes he has I don't know, maybe we'll see it later on. But he's in God tier too. This looks like Goku in Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z Goku is obviously going to be in God tier because Dragon Ball Z Goku is the main character. He's always there to save the day for everybody. He's always there last minute to always save the day. But he's like the main character, of course. And again, there wouldn't be any Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT without Goku. I know a lot of people don't care about Dragon Ball GT, but I do. I actually don't mind that one. But yeah, Goku, I would have to say he's in God tier. Dragon Ball Goku, he was a little kid, obviously. Should have a lot more. Dragon Ball Goku. I like the original Dragon Ball a lot, mainly because it's in the beginning there was more finding stuff like Dragon Balls and going on different adventures, and I think that's what they tried to do with GT and they failed. But Dragon Ball Goku was really good, and I love this, so I had to put him probably in great tier, not God tier, but a good tier. I mean, like I said, if it wasn't for Bulma, yes, then it wouldn't have happened. But if it wasn't for this, for Dragon Ball, then it wouldn't have happened either. It wasn't for Goku, because Goku is the main character. This guy is from BoJack. He was just a side villain. I put him in bad tier. Not trash, but just bad. Dragon Ball GT. Fuck. Goten. Dragon Ball GT Goten. I had to put him in trash tier because he didn't really do much. He got taken over by Baby, and he was just going on a date with a girl. That's the only development they have for him in Dragon Ball GT. Shit. They don't have the other one from the end of Z. This is the one from Dragon Ball Super. I would say bad tier because he doesn't really do much. He doesn't have much development. He doesn't grow. He stays the same exact size even though time passes. Dragon Ball Z Goten. I would say he's probably an average tier, because he actually has a little bit more development in Dragon Ball Z than he does in Dragon Ball Super. He does more with Trunks. They end up fusing into fuck. They end up fusing into Gotenks, which is one of my favorite fusions. If they had the fusion in here, I'd probably put him in that one. But yeah, he deserves to be an average. Fuck. I can't remember his name. But he's one of the Kais. He's the one that helps and mentors Zamasu, but he tried to make him into a Kai without being a bad Kai. You can't interfere in anybody's situation. You're just there, and Zamasu didn't like that and shit like that, and so I'd probably he was there just to be there for like because he needed to be there. So I wouldn't put him in bad. I'd probably put him in average. That's the Grand Priest. Okay, that's the Grand Priest. He's the father of all the angels. I put him because he's really fucking powerful. He's a right-hand man to the Omni King. I probably put him in a decent tier because you really don't get to see him that much. We see him at tournaments, and you see him. That's basically and he's just there to be with the Omni King because, like I said, he's the Omni King's right-hand man. Other than that, he's just there. He's really strong. He's really powerful. Don't get me wrong, though. Oh, now he makes an impact in Goku's life. That's Grandpa Gohan. He will be in the decent tier. Even though I don't get to see him that much, if you didn't see him, if it wasn't for him, Goku probably would have been a bad guy, and he probably would have destroyed the planet Earth. But Goku hit his head one day when Gohan was like this, and he dropped him and down a ravine, and then Goku hit his head and became a really, really nice kid. And he, of course, he died because of Gohan, because of Goku, I mean. And Gohan wouldn't have his name if it wasn't for him either. So that's why he's in a decent tier. Gildo, he can stop time. I know that this is the bad tier because he got his head chopped off by Vegito. Mr. Satan, also known as Hercule, I put him in the decent tier. He helped a lot, and but he did take a lot of the glory from the Cell Arc, which he shouldn't have. But I think Gohan got him back by fucking his daughter, because Gohan is the one that destroyed Cell. So I mean, he got him back with that one. Oh yeah, you gonna take the glory of the Cell Saga? I'm gonna fuck your daughter. But he did help in the Majin Buu arc by getting Majin Buu nice. And actually, on our side, on the Saiyan side, well, you know what I mean, on the side of Goku and Vegeta and all them. But I mean, of course, something happened and he became Bad Boo. So, but he helped a lot. So I give him. He's gonna be indecent. This one doesn't make any sense. I'd probably put him in the trash one because I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, wait a minute. Is that Dragon Ball Super? What the fuck? I think that's Dragon Ball Super. If that's Dragon Ball Super, Satan is he's just there. It doesn't look like Dragon Ball Super Mr. Satan though. I put him in average. If that's the case, and I put this one in. This one, because if it's in Dragon Ball Super Mr. Satan, it was shit. Not shit, but he was just there to make Boo happy. As for this one, he was there. He had more to do in this one. This is where Tapion. I can't remember the creature's name. And I would say he's bad. No, he was bad. I didn't really care for the movie period anyway. Tapion. I mean, it was a cool premise, but I'll explain more about it when we come across Tapion. That's Hit, right? Hit was a good. I wouldn't say villain. I would say he's the anti-villain, right? Anti-hero. He was decent. He tested Goku's limits, and Goku even tested his limits. He actually got stronger by just fighting Goku. So, and he actually killed Goku in one episode, and but Goku only because Goku hired him to kill him. Oh, fuck me. But Hit was good, and people liked Hit a lot. So decent's good. Janumba, that's the other form, the second form of Janumba. I put him in the... He was a good villain. I put him in the average tier. Because he really was good. He can warp through like different areas, but of course Gogeta beat him with that beam. He did that beam, and he looked at this and destroyed him. But he was cool. He had a sword and shit. It was pretty cool. Chase, I think his name is, bad. Another character that just was there just to make the other characters look good. Top was it Top, or is that... Hold on, is that Top, or is it... I'm just looking real fast to see which... See if they're forgetting something. It might not be Top, it might be... That's Top right there. Okay, that's not Top, that's the fuck is his name? I should know his name. Dragon Ball Super characters. The members of the Galactic Patrol. Jiren. This is Jiren. Jiren, I put him in the God tier. Because Jiren, if it wasn't for him, Goku probably wouldn't have pushed his limits past what he needed to be pushed to. And Goku really, it was a really awesome battle, I think. But Goku and Vegeta tried to fight him together. He was a really fucking strong guy, and that's why I had to put him in God. I mean, everybody still remembers him. People still want him to be around. I don't blame them. This guy right here is what the fuck is his name? It's Supreme Kai and what the fuck is his name? Who is Supreme Kai fused with? Who does Supreme Kai fuse with? This is Kibito Kai. He fuses with Supreme Kai, and he just gives exposition, and he thinks that Saiyans can't do much. So I'd say probably not trash. I would say probably average. I put him in average, because like he's just there to give exposition and tell Gohan you can't step on Kai land, and he fuses with Supreme Kai. You know. He gets spit on, and he gets turned into stone. Is this the fusion, or is that Kefla Kale? The names are like really confusing for Universe 6. I mean, forgive me if I get them wrong. This isn't the fusion because the fusion's right there. But there's Kid Buu. But I would say she's probably in the. She's with them, with the other ones. Yeah, she's with the other ones. She does transform into a female version of Brawly, female version. You know, legendary Super Saiyan. But other than that, she has no character. She's like really plain. They think that they're both lesbians, basically. That's another story. Shit. Kami. This is Kami. Kami is the guardian of Earth. Well, not the original, but he was one of the gods of Earth. See, I happened a long time ago is him and Garlic, not Garlic Jr., but Garlic, were fighting. This is part of the Garlic movie, obviously, so it's not canon. But Garlic wanted to become the king not king, but the ruler of the world, the Earth. But then Kami was too evil too, and Kami he split himself into two, so he split himself into another person, which is bad, which is King Piccolo. So then Kami becomes pure, so he became basically the god of Earth. That's what Kami, I think, means, right? So I'd probably say he had a really big role in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and he fused with Piccolo, so I'm saying that he's probably in a decent category. He made Piccolo stronger, yes, but I mean, he was there just to, like, again, make exposition, and he didn't make the Dragon Balls. But yeah, he and if it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be a Piccolo. So I guess decent category would be perfect for him. This is the fusion. Again, Kefla Kale, Caulifla, probably Caulifla, as the fusion. She was in it for not for a long time. Goku basically wrecked house with her. So I'd probably put her in the same exact category as everybody else in the arc. A decent arc. Decent. She was in decent. It was cool to see like another fusion that we haven't seen before. Kid Buu, he was the pure evil. He was the evilest Buu, and I don't think that they have. Do they have Oob in here? I don't think they have Oob in here. Oh, holy shit! There's another. There's Zamasu, the other one. Oh, they don't have fucking Oob, do they? Oh, they do. They have Oob right here. Okay, this is like before Oob becomes Oob. And this is the original version of Maju. No, this is Kid Buu. He was there. He was the pure evilist, and he's the one. He destroyed the planet. He didn't care who he fought. He was always sleeping. And Super Saiyan 3 got wrecked by him. Probably, I'd say probably in the great tier, because that was the hardest they had to fight, all the Buus. So I put him in the great tier. He does end up get stopped and by Goku with the Spirit Bomb. I think this guy's from Dragon Ball. I think he was only in one one tournament arc. Or 2 tournament arcs. I would say probably bad, because he's just another guy that Goku fought, I think. King Cold. Alright, cool premise. And it's cool to see cool to see Frieza's and Cooler, if you consider him canon, their father, because he is canon. Not Cooler, but King Cold. He is canon. But he got beaten really fast. So I'd probably put him in the bad category. Not trash, but bad. Because he tried to make a compromise with future Trunks to make, he'd be part of my army and stuff. He basically sliced him. King Kai. He helped Goku a lot. I'll put him in the great tier. Because he helped Goku with the Spirit Bomb, to learn how to do the Spirit Bomb. He helped Goku with the Kaioken technique. He helped Goku with a lot of shit. He let Goku train on his planet. He does a lot for Goku, so I had to put him in great tier. And it's voiced by the same guy in English dub. This looks like King Piccolo. He was a great villain for Dragon Ball, because he was the hardest villain, I think, in Dragon Ball. Decent. I'll put him in the decent tier. Oh, come on. Because if it wasn't him, there wouldn't be no Piccolo. And but he was a good villain. He could spit out eggs. They had Tamarine and who was the other guy? Tamarine and Symbol, I think, or something like that. They're two really deformed creatures. And he did end up destroying, killing the dragon Shenron. So yeah, he was pretty big in that arc. That's before you actually got to see. That's before you actually got to see. What the fuck is his name? Before you got to see Kami. So I put Kami in the same exact category. Super Saiyan. No. King Vegeta. Is that King Vegeta? Yeah, it should be King Vegeta. King Vegeta, you get to see him in some movies. Resurrection F. But I would say probably in the bad tier. No, I would say probably in the average tier, because he does make a little bit of an impact in the story of Resurrection F. He's in Resurrection F, isn't he? And he's also in Dragon Ball Z Dragon Ball Super Broly. He's in the Bardock movie. So he's in a lot of shit. If it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be no Vegeta. No, if it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be no Planet Vegeta. There wouldn't be a lot of shit. So yeah, he's right. He's right in the good category right there. Frieza and Vegeta's dad. Kenyama. He's a guy that when you come at the place where you actually he gets stamps you from either hell or heaven, well, otherworld that you call it in Dragon Ball. He picks it for you. So I pick. He doesn't make that much of an impact, but he does help Goku in the beginning of Dragon Ball. So Dragon Ball Z. So I had to put him in average. Again, he helps Goku a little bit. Korin. Korin's tower. When Goku goes up to Korin's tower, Korin gives him. Well, he has to go through a test. It turns out it's just regular water. It's basically another stepping stone for Goku in Dragon Ball. He does help out with sensu beans. If it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be no sensu beans. So I'd probably put him in the average category with Kenyama. Let's see. I don't know who that is. I hate when they do that. It might be Goten in Dragon Ball, the end of Dragon Ball Z. If it is, then I'd probably put him in the bad tier because he was also not very good in the end of Dragon Ball Z. He fought Goku in the beginning, and that's basically it. That was like Krillin from Dragon Ball Super. I say he's in a great tier because he does a lot in Dragon Ball Super. I think he's actually he helps Goku and Goku helps him, vice versa. He helps Goku and all the other Z fighters in fighting the Frieza's minions. He helps Goku in the Universe Survival Arc. He does a lot of shit, and I like this Krillin. This Krillin's actually really good. Krillin in the Krillin in the Namek arc. He goes with Bulma and young Gohan to Namek, and he gets beat real quick, and he has to hide a lot because he's really weak. Frieza ends up sticking him with his and one of his forms, his second form, I think. No, third form. No, second form, because the third form was the one with the one that was like alien, I think, or it could be the other opposite. I can't remember. But I would say probably average, because he gets beat and he gets blown up and shit. And then if it wasn't for him getting blown up, then would it be no Super Saiyan? Seriously. Kid Krillin. He was there as to be Goku's friend, but he was also there to have the comparison between him and Goku. And then Goku finally surpasses him, even though it wasn't very long. I'll put him in the average tier. I like Kid Krillin. So actually, you know what? I'll put him in the decent tier. Launch. Bad tier because Toriyama forgot about her, and she was only there to be a gag character, really, because she could transform to like this blonde hair, and she also has blue hair. Blonde hair is bad in Launch, and good blue hair is good Launch. And yeah, she made food for the kids, and that's it. And he forgot about her. There's another wolf. Where the fuck did I put the other wolves? I would say bad tier, like the other ones. Lord Slug, good movie. I would say probably average tier. It was a good movie. It had a good soundtrack. I think Disturbed was one of the songs for the original English dub. He got his wish in the movie. He became young, and he was like one of those giant Namekians where he can actually grow. And at the end, in order to defeat him, Gohan like whistled. It was like because I guess Namekians obviously have heightened hearing, so whistling really could irritate them. I mean, whistling irritates me anyway. So that's how he got defeated, really. And it was a false Super Saiyan Goku before Super Saiyan was even thought of. This guy is a robot. Vegeta, I think. I could be wrong. He's one of the robots from the universe where the robots were. It's probably the decent tier. Where did I put the other guys? No, maybe not. I say average. I'll put him in average. Kid Mai with the I like the peel off gang when they're young. They were good. So I think probably I would say at the decent tier. The peel off gang were actually cute. Majin Vegeta is my favorite Vegeta. I don't care what anybody says. He's my favorite. So I put him in the God tier. If you really think about it, he went through like a... I like how Vegeta goes through these phases. And I like how he gets character development. And even though he's evil, kind of, but he's not really evil because he still can make up his mind and he still wants to do what he wants to do. He just wanted to become careless because he wanted to fight Goku, and he actually did. And he kind of did beat him, but Goku had a Super Saiyan 3. He just didn't show it because I think that character at the time didn't really know what Super Saiyan 3 was yet. But he tried to sacrifice himself, and he didn't. He just destroyed himself. He killed himself instead. So it was a waste. But I think it was like one part of Vegeta that needed to happen in a way, without killing everybody, of course. But he did. He killed like a half of a stadium worth of people. And he allowed Majin Buu to become Majin Buu. So that's another bad thing. But other than that, he's my favorite of all the Vegetas. This guy is the one that trained Masaroshi and Crane Hermit. I would say probably the decent tier because he trained both of them. If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't be able to seal King Piccolo, because that's what they did in the beginning, was they sealed him into this rice cooker. He trained both of them, Masaroshi and of course Crane Hermit, even though Crane Hermit's like a shit character, a bad guy. But like I said, he was a big development from the very beginning of Dragon Ball. Masaroshi and GT, trash. He didn't really do much. He just was there for like a couple minutes. He was a throwaway character in GT. Masaroshi, but it's Jackie Chun. Jackie Chun was a great character because if it wasn't for him, Goku and Krillin probably would have thought, well, if we can defeat anybody, then what's the point of fighting? So he was there to make a roadblock for them, and he did a good job. And both of them still wanted to fight after, so that's why he was there. Masaroshi bulked up. I think that might be in Super. I can't remember. I don't know if that's in Super. Super, if it's Super Masaroshi, he's still good. He's still in that great tier because he did a lot in the survival arc, and even Beerus stood up for him and applauded him. So I'm thinking that's Super Masaroshi. I could be wrong. It could be Dragon Ball Masaroshi, for all I know, because he bulks up in that too. I think it's Super Masaroshi though. And if by the way, in the original Masaroshi, which is right here, if it wasn't for if he didn't know, he did the Kamehameha, and then Goku learned it right after him. It took him 50 years to do the Kamehameha wave, and Goku 5 minutes. So I put, because he was a great teacher, he was Goku's first teacher, I had to put him in great tier also. Because he was a great teacher to both Krillin and Goku, and he was, he was there for them to teach them. He was a first stepping stone in Goku's journey. I think that might be... Hold on. Yeah, that's Tien, right? Trying to see if there's another Tien. Yeah, there is another Tien right here. No, there's another Tien. That might be Tien from Dragon Ball. No, that's Tien from Dragon Ball. The fuck is this then? I don't know, because he's wearing Tien's gi from Dragon Ball. I don't know. Right now I don't know this character, so I'm putting him in trash. Because I don't know, because it looks like Tien, but Tien's all the forms of Tien are right here, so I can't be Tien. Tao Pai Pai was a guy that the Red Ribbon Army hired to kill Goku, because Goku kept on wrecking the Red Ribbon Army, and he killed General Blue, and I would say probably in the decent side of things, because if it wasn't for him, Goku wouldn't have to go up Korin's tower to become stronger. So Goku always goes through these stepping stones of people on Dragon Ball. I noticed in Dragon Ball Z, more Dragon Ball than anything. There's always got to be something higher. And the Korin's temple was high in Dragon Ball. But yeah, he got destroyed in the beginning, and then he came back again. Later on. But he was a Crane Hermit's brother. Alright, this is Zamasu, the other form. I probably put him... Where did I put the other Zamasu? Goku Black, whatever. I probably put him here because he was strong. Because Goku had to fight him in Vegito form. Goku and Vegeta. Oh man, fuck. What the fuck is his name? Mr. Popo. Mr. Popo helped Goku a little bit with because when Goku went up there to go see Kami, before he got to see Kami, he had to take the he had to take a thing from a bell from Mr. Popo, and Mr. Popo used to always make fun of him and shit. And there's a big thing about in Dragon Ball TFS where he's like almighty, really. I would say probably in the decent area because he helped Goku like everybody else did. That's the guy that I was talking about earlier. Nappa was with Vegeta in the beginning. Vegeta ended up killing him because he ended up like failing at trying to take down Goku, because Goku was fucking, like I said, another person. It was this Goku's another person to show off Goku's abilities. So that's what Goku did. It was that he showed off his abilities and wasted the floor with Nappa. But Nappa was a pretty fucking big monster in the beginning. So I'd probably put him in the average category. This guy was in Tree of Might, wasn't he? Oh, no, he wasn't in the Tree of Might, was he? I think he was in the Turles movie. No, he was not Tree of Might, but Lord Slug. I don't know, but I think he was shit in that movie too. So trash. Grand Kai, not Grand Kai, is the Supreme Kai, the old Supreme Kai guy. I would say probably great tier because he unlocked Gohan's potential, and but because Gohan broke the Z Sword and unlocked him, broke him out. And he was there at in GT also to help Goku with growing his tail back. So yeah, he had more character than a lot of people did. I liked him. Let's see here. Oolong had more character in the beginning of Dragon Ball, but towards the end of Dragon Ball Z or anything like that, I would say, I don't want to call him bad, but you don't see him. So I mean, I would put him in average, but you really don't see him at all. So I mean, I'm sorry to Oolong, because I like Oolong in Dragon Ball. Ox King, same thing. I'd probably put him in the bad category because you don't see him. I know he's Chi-Chi's dad, but you don't see him, and he has a lot of money. He's not really there. He's always jolly and shit. Jolly and shit. Pan. she was whiny in Dragon Ball GT. I mean, Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball GT, and she was always getting in the fucking way. I say she's probably bad too. Yeah. Is this Dragon Ball GT Piccolo? Dragon Ball GT Piccolo sacrificed himself to have Goku come back to planet Earth because he was in hell, and then Piccolo went to hell, and I would say he did a lot in Dragon Ball GT. I would say he's more of average. That's not a bad thing. I'd say that's pretty good. I think that's probably. I would say it's more of the Android arc, and that's more of the Majin Buu arc. So the Android arc, he did really good. He in fusing with Kami, and then hold on, is this the Frieza and probably the Frieza and the Android arc. If that's the case, then Frieza, he ended up fusing with Neil. First fusion ever, which is you press your hand against their body and then you suck their body and shit. And then he stood up against Frieza for a little bit, and then he fused again with Kami later on to fight the androids, and he actually stood a chance against 17, but again he fails. He always fails, but he still made an impact. I would say probably in the decent tier, because he actually did make more of an impact in the Namek saga. As for the, see, I don't know if that's the Majin Buu one. Majin Buu one, if that's the case, is probably in the same category as the other one. Decent. He helped the kids fuse, and I don't know why there's so many fucking Piccolos. I mean, he helped the kids fuse. He helped them because Goku only had a few hours left, but he helped the kids fuse. And what else did he do? He was around the kids a lot. Yeah, unless one of them is in Dragon Ball Super. I don't know. He didn't really make a big impact in Dragon Ball Super, did he? I don't know. Fuck it. I'm not going to say Dragon Ball Super. I'm just going to put him in that category. This is Dragon Ball. At the end of Dragon Ball. This is at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. No, at the end of Dragon Ball. The very end, when Goku had that fight with him at the final tournament. When Goku finally won the tournament. That was a great battle. I would have to put him probably in great category, because that was Goku's biggest roadblock right there. It was Piccolo Jr. and he overcame it. Emperor Pilaf. My cat won't stop fucking scratching that fucking thing. Emperor Pilaf from the Dragon Ball series. He was an average villain. I mean, he was the first villain to get in the way of Goku and his Dragon Ball hunt. He was a small villain because, again, Goku didn't really know how to. He knew how to fight, but he wasn't experienced in it. He probably learned a little bit from his grandpa Gohan, but to make it like an easy arc, this guy and Chun and Mai were like the original villains in Dragon Ball. I think this is Neil. I don't know. Neil didn't really do much, so I would say probably bad. But if it wasn't for Neil, then no, it wasn't. That's not Neil. That's the other Namekian from one of the other universes. My fucking. He can shrink instead of grow. I would say probably not bad, but put him in the average category because they didn't really last that long. Poir. I named my cat Poir. My leg really it hurts. This is a long fucking video. This is probably going to be in 2 parts, and I'm probably not going to be able to cut it tonight because I don't know what the fuck time it is. Poir, she had a little bit of an arc. he or whatever it is had a little bit of arc in the beginning of Dragon Ball. In Dragon Ball Z is nothing. And he was with, they were with Yamcha. I don't want to say trash because I still like Poir. I don't want to say bad. Pui Pui. He was just another stepping stone in Dragon Ball Z, where Goku and Vegeta and Gohan went to go, and Supreme Kai went to go into Babbidy's spaceship, and he was just the first guy, and he got beaten really fast. So I'd say he's probably bad. I would say it's a trash. Raditz is Goku's brother. He was the first villain in Dragon Ball Z. I wouldn't say he's a bad character, but I'd say he's average. He was just a stepping stone again. He was like the weakest. But I mean, Goku and Vegeta. Goku and Piccolo had to really fucking fight him. Raccoon, I think. Raccoon was like a dumbass. But he, I would say, put him in the average category. With, yeah, he was. I mean, sure. I mean, majority of these guys, are average, really. Raccoon is like, he's part of the Ginyu Force. But he got beat, of course, by Goku. I think Goku came and beat the shit out of him. I don't know. This person's part of another universe. This is their final form. I don't know their names. They're gonna be exactly where I put the other ones, because they actually they made a little bit of an impact. This person's in the Tree of Might, I think. Or no, we're in the cooler when we were in there. Trash anyway. They were shit. Where did I put the other Namekian that was Shrink? I didn't put him in the bad category, did I? What the fuck did I put the other Namekian in? Shrinks. I couldn't put him in average. Oh, I did put him in average. I'm gonna move him back one to this one to bad, because they weren't really, they didn't make a big impact. They were just there. This guy was a part of Bardock's team, I think, and he was just in the movie, I think, and so it wasn't really good, and it was a bad. He's just there. Super 17, he had his own arc. 2 17s ended up fusing into one. Goku had to fight him. This is right after Goku fought Baby. I put him in the average category. Baby, I put him in the God category, because I love Baby. He's my favorite villain in Dragon Ball GT, because Vegeta is my favorite Super Saiyan and at all time. So I put him in God. It was a really good arc with him. I think he was a really good villain, period, in Dragon Ball GT. He had this power where he sucked up people's energy. He had this parasite that goes into everybody. Yeah, so he was a really good villain, and at the end he transforms into this giant ape, and he ends up dying later on by Kamehameha. The fuck is that? Is that Super Saiyan Rose? Where did I put? Okay, I think this is Super Saiyan Rose. So I put it in the same exact category then. I've already explained about it earlier. Tapion, he has his own movie. Basically Trunks when he gets the... Is that the Z sword? No, that's not the Z sword. When Trunks has his sword in the future arc, supposedly this is where he gets it from, Tapion. Which isn't true, unless it's a completely different fucking story. But, it was an okay movie. I put it in the average. It was cool. It's like, it reminded me of Zelda in a way. A flute and shit. That's Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Alright, that's my favorite Gohan. Well, that not including the future Gohan, obviously. So I put him in the Great Arc. As for that one, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is the one where he... Hey, what you doing? That's the one where he destroys... Cell. Sorry, I've been doing this a lot of fucking time, man. I still have a lot to go. Alright, I'm going to go with kind of Spitfire. Tien deserves to go into average. That's Dragon Ball Super Tien. You barely get to see him. He has his own dojo and shit. Dragon Ball Z Tien. You go into a great tier because he actually stood a chance against Cell a little bit with the Tri-Beam attack. So I had to put him in great tier because he actually did a really good job in that. Dragon Ball, he did end up defeating Goku in one of the tournaments. So I had to put him in the decent tier. Top, he became God of Destruction in the middle of the tournament. He was trying to fight for the right because he thought Goku was bad. I would have to say probably great tier. Fuck my leg. Oh, that guy right here. What the fuck is that? I don't know who this guy is. I'll say trash because the people I don't know, I'm just gonna put in trash. Dragon Ball GT Trunks. I would say probably average because all he did was really he was just there as a smart person. Because other than that, you just have Goku and his granddaughter, and you notice that he was in the other arcs after that, which really sucked because I really wanted to see him and Goten actually fuse again when they're older, but they never end. Is that Kid Trunks? I think so. No, that's Dragon Ball Super Trunks, which doesn't make any sense because he looks even younger than he did in Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Super Trunks, bad. Dragon Ball Z Trunks, I would say probably average. He did some things with Goten. Did I put Goten in that one? Where did I put Goten in it? I don't know, but did I put Goten in this? No, I didn't. I did. I wouldn't say he's bad. Maybe I should put Goten too. I mean, they weren't bad characters because I would say the average because he fused into Goten. Gotenks. So I mean, they did stand a chance a little bit with versing Buu, but they still fucking failed. Is that Turles? I think it might be Turles because I can't fucking see the face. Turles, he was a bad villain. Because all he had for him is that fucking fruit from the Tree of Might, and he did like Goku. Is that Gohan? Yeah, it is. It must be Gohan after he becomes Ultimate Gohan. That's the only thing I can think of. If that's the case, then he's probably in the great tier. Because he does beat the shit out of Buu for a while. My ex-wife calls him Sexy Buu. That's Oob, but Oob after him and Buu end up fusing back into each other. So I'd probably put Oob in the great tier because I like Oob. I like his voice actor. I like the way he is. I like his character. The only problem is that he really doesn't do anything. I wish he would have done more. But he does fuse with Buu again in Dragon Ball GT. That's not regular Oob. That's not Kid Oob. That's Dragon Ball GT Oob. Well, that's Suisa's sister. I can't remember her name. She's an angel, obviously. I put her in the decent tier. Not because of her strength. It's because you barely see her. She's only with Champa, because she's Champa's angel. And that's funny because they're brother and sister, and then brother and brother. She's just there like Whis. She's just another one of the angels. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I had to put him in God tier because I love the Super Saiyan form and I love Vegeta. And it's actually my first favorite, my second favorite because Majin Vegeta is my first. But that's my second favorite Vegeta of all time. Not including Baby Vegeta, but it's not really a form. It is, but it's not really him. I love the way they made him look different than Goku did. So yeah, I had to put him in God tier. Dragon Ball Super Vegeta. He had a lot more character development in this one too. I had to put him in the I would say God tier because he has another daughter. He had a daughter in this one, and he wanted to be home with his family, and he actually proved that he's not like Goku in a lot of ways. He was even weirded out that Goku didn't know what kissing was. He's like, ew, you do that. He didn't kiss his own wife or some shit like that. But Vegeta had a lot of character development, I think, in Dragon Ball Super, anything really. And Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super. Even in GT a little bit. That's why he's my favorite fucking character, because he's fucking awesome. Alright, who else? Vegeta in the Saiyan Ark. The very first arc we see him in. When he's like, yeah. It's a short guy with a Nappa. I would say probably he does end up transforming, and if it wasn't for Yajirobe, he probably would have beaten them. I would call him great. I would call him in a decent arc, a decent category, because he's just starting out. He's just one of those guys that you wouldn't think anything of, even though he's my favorite fucking character. It was just the first time you actually see him and meet him, and Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. I probably put him in the God arc too. God side, because he ends up beating the shit out of Zamasu. Doesn't end up killing him because he ends up splitting. This is before we even knew that you can actually split one in Vegito. But he did a pretty good amount of damage. So I had to put him in God. Vegito. This is when he fights Buu before he gets eaten. I would put him in great. Probably people will be like, "What are you doing? Why aren't you putting him in God?" It's because you know what? He does do a lot of damage, and you know what? This is the first time you actually see him, so yes, maybe God. I'll put him in the God tier. GT Videl. Don't really get to see her that much, so I'd say probably bad. Because, again, she gets taken over by Baby. Her daughter's like Pam. She's like, I don't want you to go, Pan. And blah, blah, blah. Dragon Ball Super Videl. I wouldn't say she's bad. She's probably in the average tier. And this one. Fuck. Videl in Dragon Ball Z. She gets her ass kicked bad by what's his name? That big fucking guy. I just watched the episode not too long ago. I can't remember his name right now off the top of my head, but just because she gets her ass kicked, like, oh shit. Just because she gets her ass kicked like a lot, I'm gonna do something better and actually put her in the decent tier and Dragon Ball Z time. Whis, he helps Goku a whole shitload, especially in the new arc. So I'm putting him in the God tier. Don't know who this is. Is this I don't know. I just put him in that. People I don't know, I'm gonna put in the trash tier because I don't know them. Doesn't make any sense though. I know these guys, but they're shit too. As for Dragon Ball Super, Yamcha, he's shit. You really get to see him. He has like one episode where he teaches him how to play baseball, and then he goes into this like position he was in Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z, Yamcha, I'd say probably in the average tier. He helps them with fighting the androids, yes, but he gets this energy taken. But I mean, he helps them. Dragon Ball, what's his name? Dragon Ball, Yamcha, I'd probably put in the decent tier because he actually does help a lot in Dragon Ball. Yeah, first he was the first bad guy in Dragon Ball. Well, not the first bad guy, but the first big bad guy, other than the Pilaf gang. So, again, he came with the group and started, he went out with Bulma, and Bulma ended up, like, later on in Dragon Ball Z, the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, around Dragon Ball Z something, they ended up breaking up, and she ended up getting it with Vegeta, so. That's Zamasu. Okay, Zamasu, this is before he becomes merged Zamasu. This is when he still thought about doing bad things. So, I mean, he's in a decent tier. This is before he becomes the real bad guy that we all see him. But he's thinking about it. But then Beerus ends up like Kaiing him. This is Arbonne. Arbonne has two forms. Average. No, maybe not. Maybe I'll put him at decent because he actually did stand a chance a little bit. And he became ugly. And Omni King. He's childish, but he's still fucking strong. And I would say I'd probably put him in the God tier. Ice Shenron. It was bad because I mean he was just there for just being another fucking boss. They don't even put all the dragons in here. How come they only put like a select few? Nova Shenron. I like Nova Shenron. We'll put him in the decent one because he helps Goku. He's a 4-star dragon. As for Mega Shenron, he was one of the biggest bad guys. I'd put him in the great tier because he was the last bad guy that they had to all fight. That's basically all the people I picked for every single category. They didn't even have all the Friezas. Wow. All right. I hope you guys liked. I'm gonna do more of these. This took me a long ass time. I might have to cut up in 2 pieces or some shit like that. This takes me a long time to fucking do. I hope you guys liked. If you guys liked, then leave a comment down below. If you guys want to see more, please leave a like. And this has been Resident Links. I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, and see you guys next time. And also be safe.